What's your name and where you from?
My name is Henry Tallent. I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
How did you first become an Elvis fan?
Oh man, I had 5 sisters, and back in 1955, maybe 56, they got hooked on Elvis. I didn't know who Elvis was at the time, but the girls did. My sister did know, and they introduced me to Elvis. And from that time on, I have always been an Elvis fan. I had, like I said, I had 5 sisters, and when it comes to dancing, they had to have somebody to dance with, and I was picked to do that. So I quickly became an Elvis fan.
And if somebody was to ask you about Elvis Week, how would you describe this?
Oh, it's indescribable. Oh, it's phenomenal. If you ever experience it, you will always come back and do it a second time, third time. We've been doing it for 8 years, so yeah, it's great.
Where were you and what were you doing when you heard Elvis had passed away?
I was working at the time. I'm a welder, and I was working at my welding table at the time when I heard it. Somebody had announced over the loudspeaker that Elvis had died. That's where we found out, how I found out.
Well, I'm doing some episodes of my show ETAs on some different performers, so I was going to mention some names and you could tell me a little bit about them.
Oh, okay.
One of them, the first episode I did is on a guy named Jerry Russell.
Jerry Russell was a great friend of mine. Sadly that he's gone now. He inspired a lot of people. He started Elvis Day down in Sheffield, Alabama. He was such a great guy. Jerry was really a great guy.
What can you tell me about a guy? There's this guy from Belgium I keep hearing about named Franz. What can you tell me about him?
Oh man, that's one of my favorites. Franz and I became friends about 3 years ago. My wife and I was dancing down in the audience, and he seen us down there, and he pulled me up on stage, and from that time on, we just became great friends. And Franz is, like I said, he's phenomenal also. He has the charismatic and I don't know what you would say on stage. He is so active on stage and has so much energy. I don't know. It's just hard to describe Franz, but he is such a great guy.
What about Mr. Hodge?
Gene Hodge, he's like a brother to me from Chattanooga. Gene fastly became probably my best friend I have. Matter of fact, we just celebrated, my wife and I just celebrated our 50th wedding anniversary, and we invited him to sing at our wedding for us. Not only did he sing at the wedding, but he was my best man. Yeah, Gene is probably my best friend that I ever think of. Yeah.
How about that?
Besides you, Carey.
Of course. How about that Danny guy?
Which one, Danny?
Danny McCorkle. Excuse me.
Danny McCorkle. You couldn't meet a nicer guy. I mean, he worked hard. He put this Elvis Week together. Very hard worker and such a great singer. I mean, he can sing all night if you'll listen to him. He has a great voice. Yes.
You know a guy named Josh Davis?
Yes, I know Josh Davis. Josh Davis is a real young guy. Well, I said he was young. He still is young. But when we first met him, I never seen nobody with the energy that Josh Davis had and still has. He's got a great voice. Yes, Josh Davis he's something else.
Would you say, hi, my name is, and welcome to Elvis Week 2013?
Hi, my name is Henry Tallent, and welcome to Elvis Week 2013.
The last one is, hi, my name is, and you're watching Walking on the Boulevard.
Hi, my name is Henry Tallent, and you're watching Walking on the Boulevard.